Now to another developing story here in the energy sector, where Kenya is staring at a major energy crisis unless power generation is accelerated. The Ministry of Energy says the moratorium on new power purchase agreements and budget cuts have affected the sector at a time when demand is growing. Energy Principal Secretary Alex Wachira says the country may be forced to resort to expensive thermal power if the situation is not addressed urgently. Kenya is increasingly becoming reliant on electricity imports from Ethiopia and Uganda to stabilize its power supply. High transmission and distribution losses, estimated at 23% in 2023, have further strained the system. Energy PS Alex Wachira notes that the country is on the brink of tapping into the emergency thermal generators, a situation that was witnessed back in 1997 if the sector does not increase the generation of power. The department is seeking more allocation in addition to the 61 billion shillings allocated in the financial years of 25-26 to fund its operation. Energy CSOP Wadai says that the funds allocated are not sufficient, especially with the government currently investing heavily in rural electrification projects.
Every day, when we could not be able to pick 200 megawatts, every day we had load shedding in this country because we do not have adequate power within the country. When we reinstated the Ethiopia line last week and this week, we have load shed from 80 to 170 megawatts daily. Why? Because we do not, during the rainy season, we do not have wind, neither do we have solar in the evening. And we cannot industrialize with wind and solar on our chair and on our member. So daily, what we have been receiving as complaints from members, and I'll take you through just some of the highlights. For example, on Monday 12th, the day before yesterday, we load shed 130 megawatts. We had Ethiopia in, we had everyone in. But because the country does not have adequate spinning reserve, and you get adequate spinning reserve from developing hydro and geothermal, we load shed 130 megawatts. Friday last week, we load shed 75 megawatts. Thursday, 30 megawatts. Wednesday, 80 megawatts. And these are across the entire country. So, honorable members, we appreciate what you have done and you are ready to take on the report. But the country now is in dire need of urgent power. We are almost in the situation where we were in 1997 or in 2008, where we had to resort to emergency thermal generators. Unfortunately, because of the moratorium that was put in 2018, reinstated by Parliament in 2023, we have not developed any power plant. And so therefore, for us now to power this country the next 2 or 3 years before we bring on board more geothermal, Honorable Chair, the unfortunate truth is that we have to resort to more thermal generators because they are the only ones that can be put in place within a very short period of time.